Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Shaman Vision. I'm Josh, and today's episode is going to be about energetic upgrades. What is an energetic upgrade, you ask? Let me tell you. So, an energetic upgrade is basically where source, energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it, comes flowing through the body system, the mind, the body, the soul, allowing the chakras to become enhanced and opened, the energy systems of the body to become fine-tuned, among many other things, with the result of expanding consciousness and allowing yourself to become more connected with spirit and source. Later on in this video, I'll explain how you can increase your chances of having an energetic upgrade, but for now, I'm just going to explain about what comes with one and how to go about having one, what to do to help yourself through this. So, what comes with an energetic upgrade? Energetic upgrades for me are a long process where a lot of energy is flowing through your body, your chakras are being opened, you're introduced to new guides, different energies are flowing through you. This can be a very difficult process, but in the end it's very much worth it because it's like gaining superpowers or being upgraded and like in a video game where you've got this new suit that gives you these special powers and shit. It allows you to increase your awareness. It will result in enhanced healing or psychic abilities. Your spiritual vitality will be increased. So what I mean by this is your ability to withstand and withhold different types of spiritual energy will be enhanced. So for a shamanic healer like myself, this would result in being able to give stronger healings or being able to hold more energy so that when you're holding space for a ceremony or if someone's feeling bad and you're trying to take on their negative energy to be dispersed, if that's part of your work, you will be able to withstand this easier. You'll be able to hold it within your body and work with it at an enhanced and more adept rate. The flow of energy through you will be stronger. You can use this in many different ways, one of which will be, again, as a healer. Your connection to spirit will be improved, so new guides can be introduced, your messages from spirit, things that you need to figure out will come easier as your connection to your higher self will be improved, usually, not always. Layers are peeled back as the new upgrade comes in and the energy system is enhanced and you're vibrating higher. Negative patterns, thought behaviours, old ways of being, stagnant energy can sometimes be thrown off and not needed anymore, and this results in you feeling fresher and more alive, more alert, more aware. An increased awareness can come, and this will result in you being able to, it depends highly on your spiritual practice, who you are as a person, what your life's like, but in general a new way of being can come about from an energetic upgrade. So for myself as a healer, this will increase my capacity to sense energy, my psychic abilities in picking up on how people feel, spirits and energies in the space I'm working in, able to contact my guides easier. There are many other things to come with an energetic upgrade. Some of them are quite negative, but this kind of only comes with the process of being in the energetic upgrade. So the end result of this energetic upgrade, in the long term, will always be positive, in my experience at least. This is something that's happening to you to allow yourself to evolve, to become more in alignment and to withhold more power so that you can use it for the greater good. The negatives that can come with going through the process of the energetic upgrade include, but are not limited to, feeling very crazy. What? That's probably the first thing that you're going to notice if you're in an energetic upgrade. So your body might feel off, your thoughts will feel crazy, you can feel very tender and raw. So when I'm in an energetic upgrade, I just kind of want to hide away. Things seem too intense for me to deal with, a lot's going on within me, and that just makes me feel very turbulent at times. You start to question everything. That's very common. Nothing seems to make sense anymore as new ways of being can come in. new awareness, new ideas, new thoughts, new patterns of behaviour. As you're pushing out the old, this can really create a bit of a rift in the way you're feeling at the moment, especially the energetic component coming in. This can create a lot of turbulence within yourself, resulting in just this feeling of, oh my god, what's going on? That's kind of the best way to put it, I would say. You feel all over the place, you can feel really ungrounded, unsure of yourself and your life. Later down the line, when you know you're receiving an energetic upgrade, if you ever get to that point, it becomes a little easier to deal with. You will get better at noticing, okay, this is just an energetic upgrade, I need to just take a step back and let this happen. But the first few times it can happen, especially if it's a big spiritual awakening or energetic upgrade for the first time, where you're becoming attuned to energy itself, where you're becoming aware of energy as a more than a concept, as an actual physical, metaphysical, universal everything. This can be quite unjarring. Is unjarring a word? I don't know. Jarring. It can become very jarring. But there are definitely steps that you can take to ensure that if you do receive an energetic upgrade, that you can stay quite present and connected to the process, as opposed to getting lost or feeling that your life is being turned upside down and that all these weird things are happening in your body, that you're getting messages from voices in your head, or if you suddenly feel that you can't go about your normal day anymore because everything causes you to cry or feel crazy or get upset, or your chakras become all out of control, and it's basically quite an intense, or can be quite an intense experience. So some ways that you can stay connected to the process are staying grounded. That's definitely the most important thing, I would say, when it comes to energetic upgrades. A lot of spiritual energy will be flowing through you at this time. So it's really important to stay grounded, otherwise this will make you feel extra spun out, and even more so than you need to be. So I would make sure that you stay grounded in this whole entire process. If you need any help grounding, you can watch my video on grounding, which I'll include a link to the video in the description. Avoiding negative or unwanted situations. This is a given for any kind of tough or crazy time in your life, but especially in a spiritual or energetic upgrade time, because the nature of what's going on inside you can be heavily affected by outside influence. So if you're feeling particularly crazy, ungrounded, all over the place, going to a gig or a bar or somewhere where there's been lots of people can be not very conducive to the process that you're going through. I would recommend that you stay pretty chill, try and avoid gossip and drama and heavy energies. Sometimes these upgrades can take a shorter amount of time and it's not so much of a big deal. Sometimes they can happen over quite a long period. If you're able to, just avoid all the heavy stuff and try and chill at home more, chill out in nature more, be with friends more, and just take it easy. Another way to deal with energetic upgrades is to stay in alignment. So what I mean by this is, as new ways of being can come in, as different energies are opening up inside you, a lot of new awareness and thoughts and messages and sight and insight, all these different things can come up within you, and it can make you feel very uncertain and unsure about what you already believe and what you already know. So for me, in my experience, going for an energetic upgrade led me to question quite a lot, especially in my first energetic upgrades, because I was like, this didn't happen before, why is this happening? Many different questions will probably pop up for you if you experience an energetic upgrade. So by meditating, by spending lots of time in nature, by treating yourself with care, you're going through a tough time and it might seem that it's your fault, or that you have no idea what's going on and you feel like something's going wrong and that all this crazy stuff is happening around you. It's important to remember that you're going for a really important time and there's nothing bad about that. So just treat yourself with a bit of care, like come into yourself, ask yourself what you need, trust that you're going through an important and much needed time in your life. If you need help, just go and ask for it. There's plenty of resources out there for you to help yourself. And just make sure that you just stay in alignment with the truth. Ask yourself, what does this mean? Ask, ask, ask. That's all you can do in these times, because what else can you do when you're lost and you might seem confused? Apart from looking outside for help, the only true answers that you have will always come from within, in your own experience, of course. So these things can all be done to make sure that you are fully in alignment with yourself and your chakras and your spirit, your whatever you want to call it. Healing is another great way of getting yourself through this time. Energetic healing, different types of maybe body work if you feel that it's quite a physical upgrade. This can help just remove anything that you don't need, really smooth out the process, and just help you to come back to who you are, so that if there is a lot going on, it will be fine. So, how to have an energetic upgrade? How does one receive an energetic upgrade? This isn't really a black and white answer, because it's not so much about what you can do to initiate one. There are some ways to increase the likelihood of this happening, but to say, I'm going to do X, Y, Z and then I'll upgrade, isn't really how it works. So what I mean by this is, energetic upgrades are essentially like a gift. These are things that are given to you from spirit, from source, from God, whatever you want to call it, with the help of, the Holy Spirit, guides, whatever you want to call it. So you can't really choose to have an energetic upgrade, but all you can do is increase the likelihood of them occurring. So one of the main ways that I have experienced in the past, not always, to increase the likelihood or to initiate or to get the ball rolling and lead me towards an energetic upgrade has been plant medicine. Now, this isn't for everyone. It's part of my path, it may be part of your path. It's a very complex and deep work space to be in, to be honest. In my experience, working with ayahuasca led me to my spiritual awakening, which is the main and first, usually, energetic upgrade, or the biggest one at least, that most people receive. It was a very crazy time for me. Since then, I've had a few more without medicine, but also I have received some with different other medicines as well at different points on my path. The nature of medicine can be, or is mostly, very energetic and spiritual, so working with that allows you to tap into deeper kind of knowledge and awareness and connection to spirit. So within that, upgrades can come through a lot easier for certain people if it's due to happen through this manner. Yeah, so another way of increasing the chances of you having an energetic upgrade is through crystals. You might not work with crystals, you might choose to work with them. In my experience, they've been a big part of my path. I'll release a video about this at a later date. But for now, I will just tell you that these crystals contain quite a high vibration. By connecting and working with these crystals, you can increase the likelihood of energetic upgrades from happening. So the main crystal that I will mention today is moldavite. Moldavite is technically a tektite, which means it's a type of glass that was caused by a meteor impact in Czech Republic, I believe. I might be wrong there. So it's only available to be picked out of the ground from one place on the planet. Moldavite has an extremely high vibration. It's known as the Stone of Ascension. It works primarily on the heart chakra, but also on the crown and third eye. This can help you to push out all the old ways of being and come into a new way of being. So Moldavite is there to align you to your higher self and make you more aware of all the wrongdoings and the bad things in your life, and it's really powerful. It's not a stone to be messed with, so to speak. In my experience, using Moldavite at first was almost too intense, and a lot of people say this as well. It can work to just remove all the negatives in your life and really raise your vibration and come into a new kind of spiritual awareness and increase synchronicities and just lead to energetic upgrades if they are there to be available. Another crystal that I'll quickly mention is Herkimer diamond. This crystal is a very, very powerful amplifier of other energies and crystals. It's almost like a super quartz. This has led me to receive a lot of energetic upgrades in the past, especially in combination with moldavite. That is a very powerful combination that for me was, again, too intense at first that I had to put it down. So just be careful if you do use those, but working with those two crystals among others, such as Lemurian quartz, can help you to allow yourself to become more open to energetic upgrades, as it removes stuff that you no longer need and clears the way for such energetic upgrades to happen. Travel. This was probably my main biggest cause for energetic upgrades. Traveling around the world and meeting new people and seeing new places and visiting spiritual sites. This is one of the main ways that I've experienced energetic upgrades, as when I travel to a new place, the energy of that area can just open me up and allow me to see so many new things and help me to become who I'm meant to be. So travel as a spiritual practice for me has been a very important part of my life. And in terms of energetic upgrades, the energy of places will really help to align you to who you're meant to be, because we're part of the earth. If you stay in one place, it's never going to be the same as if you travel the whole world, because there's so much out there to see and do and to feel and experience, and if you just sit in one place, you're just going to become stagnant. And when you travel, the complete opposite will happen. So when you head to new places, just be aware that if you're on the spiritual path, you're open to these things and you're aware of energy and spirits and blah blah blah. The energetic upgrades are very likely for you if you do visit, especially spiritual places. The likelihood of you having these energetic upgrades whilst traveling are highly more likely to happen. So just be wary that you just stay grounded, especially because you're moving about a lot. That's one thing I definitely struggled with and still do to a certain extent. So when I'm traveling, I definitely want to make sure that I stay very grounded. Working with spiritual energy, so receiving healing, prayer, asking for these upgrades if you feel you're ready. Don't expect them to come, because you don't get what you want. Usually you get what you need, but if you feel that you are ready, maybe just ask and set the intention out to the universe that I'm ready to receive these upgrades, man, like hit me up. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways you can increase the likelihood of these energetic upgrades, but just a simple raising of the consciousness that you hold within you is probably the best way to receive an upgrade. So by traveling, by loving, by reading, by growing, by setting intentions every day to stay in your heart, to working with medicine and crystals, meditation, books and documentaries. There are many ways which you can raise your consciousness, and in doing so and sticking to your truth, to your spiritual path, to your practice, if you stay in alignment with who you are and what you really believe in a spiritual sense, then energetic upgrades are more than likely to become, especially if you're trying to use your powers, to use your enlightened states, if you achieve them with the purpose of helping others. This is always going to help you to receive energetic upgrades, because giving is the best way to receive, because you get back what you put out. But yeah, I think this pretty much sums up the video on energetic upgrades. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to answer them in the thing below. So hit me up and I would love to speak to you guys. So I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you soon. Peace.